Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
shades on. Hustle real hard, no days off. Homie, now let's we all get caught up. Young boy, like Brave Heart. You know what it is, you know what it ain't. Get it how you live, take it to the bank. Night time, don't get jumped. Bike ride with the clip top. Had them all ops, copy slipping the store clerk. Got the cops involved. My pops came through in a clutch before I saw the autopsy. Imaging ran the streets, though, but not this long. Get out the way, got to make this money. Sky blue drip, and it's real sunny. DEA ain't getting up from it. Jury found no guilt, you'll be all still judging.
Let's get active. Let's get active. What I'm asking. Like what's happening? But don't crash it. My diamond flashing. Like an accident. I take high risk because I'm passionate. I get it fast one in the bag of destiny. I'm about to go undefeated in all the matches. Really the first you do it the same as
Welcome back to Duck Sanford Stadium, and I'm Andrew. I'm your host Andrew Faircloth, and I'm here with my co-host Rylan Fowler. As tonight, your Auburn High Lady Tigers will take on the Opelika Bulldogs in the Elite Eight of the flag football playoffs. Rylan, what can you tell us about tonight's matchup?
Well, Auburn's coming off of a big second-round win on the road against Daphne, and Opelika's coming into this one also off of a second-round win against Enterprise. These two teams met back on Halloween night, with Auburn leaving Opelika with a big win. This will be a good one, y'all.
I agree. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Fans, at this time, would you please
Welcome back to Duck Sanford Stadium, folks. We're about to get underway here. Looks like Opelika will start off with the ball. Rylan, what can you tell us about coming into this matchup for the Tigers?
Well, you know, the Tigers are on a 5-game win streak. First round, they played Davidson. They won 26-6. Second round, they played Daphne, won 26-14. So I'm thinking it'll be a good game for the Lady Tigers here.
Quick run there for the Bulldogs there. If you're not familiar with flag football rules, it's similar to football as a 7v7 setup, 4 downs. The line's the game, 20, 40, 20. And play will, as you saw just a second ago, play begins on the 14-yard line. Opelika back to snap the ball. Drops back to throw, she's running around. Your Opelika Bulldogs with a big play to open up this one, taking it all the way to the house for an Opelika touchdown. That was a quick strike for the Bulldogs to get this one, to start this one 6-0 Bulldogs early. To go over flag football real quick, there's not any field goals in flag football, Rylan. Can you tell everyone what the...
All right, so you can go for an extra point on the 3-yard line, 2 points on the 10-yard line, and 3 on the 20-yard line. And they did not get that extra point.
So the Bulldogs with a quick first drive there. A deep throw from the Bulldogs to take a quick lead on the Tigers here. Your Tigers are led by Brooke Hallman, number 23, their quarterback. Senior leadership on this team. She was on that team back a couple years ago who won the state championship. And they're going to have to rely on her heavy tonight. They're going to advance to the next round. Quick pitch here for the Tigers. Like
Catherine Lee.
Rylan, what should we look for the Tigers to see how they can settle back into this one? How should the Tigers settle back into this one?
I think they're going to have to play really quick, get down, score, go for that extra point to get a 1-up on the Opelika Bulldogs.
Hallman back to throw for the Tigers. Finds Catherine Lee to pick up a first down. Getting down to the 45 for the Tigers. Looks like that Hallman to Lee connection is going to be a very vital piece for the Tigers tonight.
I agree.
Hallman pitches it to Jada Evans for a quick run there. She'll run it down to about the 50-ish yard line. As we went over at the beginning of the broadcast, the Tigers in flag football is 20, 40, 20 increments. So it looks like the Tigers have around 10 to gain here on, I believe it's 3rd down. Hallman back to throw for the Tigers. Just missing Reese Kelly there for on the deep ball. Hallman evades just missing Reese Kelly there, setting up the Tigers for a,
I believe fourth down.
two receivers to the right, one receiver out to the left for the Tigers. Hallman back to throw, finds Reese Kelly down the field for a big game there for the Tigers. Like we mentioned, that Hallman to Lee connection was going to be big in this one. It looks like Reese Kelly to Brooke Hallman to Reese Kelly is going to be another big one. Looks like Reese Kelly jump for a false start for the Tigers, going to back them up around 5 yards. Reese Kelly in motion for the Tigers. Hallman back to throw. Picked off by the Opelika Bulldogs. Reese Kelly making the stop there. Rylan, what can you tell us so far about that drive? What went wrong there?
Honestly, man, I don't even know. I think the players, they just weren't paying very close attention, but it's okay. They're gonna get it the next drive. I believe in them.
Opelika Bulldogs back with the ball. Brooke Hallman with the pass deflection there on the first drive. The Bulldogs with a quick strike against the Tigers, bombing them deep to take a quick 6-0 lead on the Tigers. How should the Auburn High defense try to stop that Bulldogs attack?
They're just gonna have to pay attention to each person that they're supposed to be on, and they gotta act fast, gotta defend, try to get that ball back maybe.
Opelika on the 15-yard line. So the quarterback's going to take off and run for it here. Just a reminder, folks, there's no fumbles in flag football, so when the player drops the ball, the play is blown dead, which will set up the Bulldogs around the 23-yard line. Like a back to throw. Incomplete pass there on third down, bringing up a fourth and around 10. Like the Bulldogs are going to punt here. Hallman to return for the Tigers. She takes it from the 50. She'll be down around the 46-yard line. Rylan, what should the Tigers offense look to do on this drive?
You know, I think Brooke Hallman's gonna have to utilize that connection she has, either with Miss Catherine Lee or Reese Kelly.
Yeah, I agree, Rylan. The Tigers, they relied heavily on Reese Kelly there for that deep ball down the field to really get the drive going there for the Tigers. Hauling back to throw under pressure.
Uh-oh.
It seems like the Bulldogs are going to, this has been a trend for the Bulldogs all night. They've tried to get pressure on Hallman, try to force her into some under pressure throws.
They're not just trying, they're successfully doing it. Auburn needs to return the favor, put some pressure back on them.
I agree.
Here we go, Hallman looking.
Back to throw. Finds Reese Kelly down the field for a big game for the Tigers, picking up the first down. Taking the ball down to the 25-yard line. Like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, that connection to Reese Kelly seems to be making a big difference here. Tigers on 26. Hallman back to throw. Under pressure, the Bulldogs will stop her dead at the 26-yard line. Like we mentioned earlier, Ryland, the Bulldogs are getting pressure on Brooke, forcing her into some uncomfortable throws. And like we saw there, disrupting that Tigers passing attack. Two receivers outright, one on the left. Hallman back to throw. Finds Reese Kelly in the slant. She'll take it down to the 21-yard line.
Does that make that 3rd and 1?
3rd and 1. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Your Bulldogs leading here at Duck Sanford Stadium 6-0 over the Tigers. Rylan, what'd you see from the Auburn High offense there?
I mean, there was some effort, you know, to get the ball down the field and get it to the end zone, but it's just not enough, and they got to wake up. They got to get down there. They got to score. They got to get the job done, because right now Opelika's beating them. That is not what we want.
As we saw early in the game, Opelika started off with the ball. It took them around 30 seconds to make it down the field with a deep shot. Your Tigers seemed to settle in on defense on that second drive. The first drive for the Auburn High offense, they moved the ball down the field, but that Opelika pressure, like we mentioned throughout the first quarter, seemed to cause issues for Brooke Hallman and the Tigers offense, forcing her into a pick. If you're the Tigers, Brooke needs to settle in, try to evade the pressure. And on defense, the Tigers need to limit the explosive plays if they're going to win this one.
I agree.
Tigers start off with the ball here in the second quarter. 11 yards to the goal line. Reese Kelly in motion. Coming back to throw. Opelika with a big stop there. Like we mentioned, they brought pressure on Brewer all night long, and they got the stop there. Bring the Tigers to a 4th down. And if you're the Tigers, this is a big play here. The Tigers, their offense had, on the first drive, they made it all the way down the field. Couldn't punch it in, couldn't get a score. They need to get a score right here. Reese Kelly in motion. Hallman back in the pocket. Under some pressure. Base to the left, looking for a receiver downfield. Can't foul one. And she'll be down just 3 yards to the goal line. Opelika picking up a big stop there. If you're the Opelika defense, that's a big stop there. The Tigers seem to be driving the ball down the field. Brooke tried to work her magic there, couldn't quite make it into the end zone. If you're the Tigers, you need to find a way to punch it in and get some points on the board here. It's like some play action. Opelika back to throw under some pressure. Just dropping the ball there, bringing the Bulldogs to a third down. The Tigers defense has seemed to settle in here, Rylan. Start off the game, they got bombed deep, almost caught off guard, sleeping, but now they settled in. They found a way to stop this Opelika Bulldogs on the last possession. Now they're bringing them to a third down here. Looks like Opelika is going to take a timeout. This is a big play for both the Bulldogs offense and the Tigers defense. If you're the Tigers defense, Rylan, what should you look to do on this play?
I mean, during this drive, they've been looking good. They've been putting that pressure onto Opelika. So I think, if they just keep on doing what they're doing, I think this will work out fine.
While we're on this break, we should take a live look into the Hewitt-Trussville and Prattville game. Another Elite 8 matchup on the other side of the bracket. Looks like up in Hewitt, the Huskies lead the Prattville line 7-6. Rylan, we should go over the playoff. Bulldogs back to throw via incomplete pass. Bring the Bulldogs to a fourth down. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to punt on this play. Rylan, what have we seen so far from that Auburn High defense?
They look like a completely different defense. I think their nerves have definitely gone down and they're ready to play. And they've done a great job this past drive.
Good kick there. Hallman to return it from the 50. Fakes the lateral almost. Taking the ball to around the 42-yard line. 44-yard line. And if you're the Tigers, Rylan, you had to find a way to punch it in. Both drives, the Tigers have moved the ball down the field with relative ease. When they get 10 yards out, they've had trouble punching in. What should the Tigers do on this drive?
They're just going to have to outsmart that defense, honestly. I mean, that's all you really can do at this point. Let's see if Brooke can utilize those connections with Reese and Catherine.
Tigers with some motion here. Home to scramble. I don't quite know if she got that throw off before the Bulldogs down her flag. The fans not too happy with that call, but Bulldogs picking up a big stop there. Looked like the Tigers had a touchdown there, but Brooke was down. Coming back to throw. Escaping the pocket. Flag on the play. Opelika with a pick. Flags everywhere from the ref and the players. It'll be interesting to see what the call is. Looks like that'd be a penalty on the Opelika Bulldogs, moving the Tigers up around 10 yards to the 31-yard line. And for the Tigers, you catch a break there. Brooke under pressure, like we see all night. Threw a pick, but got lucky with the flag there. The Tigers need to take advantage of this break and punch it in for some points here. Reese Kelly in motion, they hand it off to Reese. Oh, she's stopped by the Opelika Bulldogs.
Number 24, Reese Kelly around right in, stopped by number 12, Raylan Billingsley. Third down.
Coleman finds Reese Kelly for a big first down there for the Tigers. Riley, how big was that first down there for the Tigers? You were on third down. You seemed to have trouble moving the ball, but they picked up the big first down there. So what should the Tigers keep doing to punch it in here?
Gotta play fast, play hard, and let's go. See Brooks looking.
Dumps it off to number 6.
Allman's pass is complete to number 6.
Andrew, what do you want to see from our Auburn Tigers to secure this touchdown?
On this drive, the Tigers need to. Brooke needs to find a way to avoid the pressure, settle in and make a good throw. We see on all the other drives, but she's had time in the pocket. She's found Reese Kelly. She's found Catherine Lee, whether it was in the slant. Looks like there'll be a penalty here on the Tigers to back them up to the 38-yard line. But like I mentioned, you gotta find some explosive plays. And you have to give credit to this Bulldogs defense. They played good defense all night. They put pressure on Brooke. Brooke throws it deep. She fought. They're gonna rule it a catch for number
17.
Marley. That's a big throw there from Brooke Hallman. The Tigers are 2 yards away from a touchdown. 2 yards away from tying up this game late here in the second quarter.
Touchdown is crucial right now, especially before halftime. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Looks like there'll be a timeout here. During this timeout, we're going to take a live look into the Alma Bryant Central Phoenix City matchup. This one's a big one to keep an eye on. If the Tigers, the winner of the Tigers and the Bulldogs game will face the winner of this one. Phoenix City almost favored to win in this one.
Number 1 country in the nation.
Reese Kelly in motion for the Tigers. With a sneaky snap. Touchdown Tigers. They'll tie this one up 6-6.
Miss Jade Evans scoring that touchdown for us.
With some trickery almost too. Big touchdown there for the Tigers. They really need to pick up this extra point here and try to take a lead right before halftime. Throw. Finds Reese Kelly in the end zone for the take a lead right before halftime. Tigers up 7-6 here with 2:45 and counting here to go. And Rylan, what'd you see from the Tigers there on that drive?
I mean, they have really woken up. They have really started playing, moving that ball, getting those first downs. They did a really good job on this drive. What do you think?
I have to agree. They seem to settle in. Brooke Hallman's found her receivers. They moved the ball down the field, and they finally punched it in. The Blaze quarterback evading the pressure. Flag snatched at the 27-yard line. If you're the Tigers, if you're the Tigers defense, you're looking to hold this Bulldogs offense like you've done almost all game outside that first drive. The Bulldogs came out ready to play with a big around 70-ish yard throw to start the game, really catching the Tigers defense off guard. But the defense has settled in, and they've stopped the Bulldogs on every other drive. Motion here for the Bulldogs. Big pass deflection by number 6, Jade Evans there, bringing the Bulldogs to a 3rd down. Since we're in the second quarter, we're under 2 minutes, so the clock stops after each incompletion. So if you're the Tigers defense, you're trying to get the ball back to your offense and see if you can extend this lead. Two receivers on each side for the Bulldogs.
Flag on the play.
That's a big penalty right there to move the Bulldogs back 5 yards. The Lady Tigers hyping up the crowd. Big 3rd down here. Opelika with some motion. Flag on the play again, but the Tigers down are back at the 15-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is. Riley Singletary with a big play right there. But like the flag might have been against the Tigers there. Brooke Hallman frustrated, almost had a pick there. However, she made the stop, bring the Bulldogs to a big 4th down play. The Bulldog player frustrated. Rylan, we had to give credit to that Auburn High defense. They came out a little flat-footed, giving up a big 70-yard play to start off the game, but yet they found a way to make stops on every following drive here. What should the Tigers offense look to do with the ball with around 1:46 left here in the second half, in the first half?
Here we go. We got Brooke Hallman running it back.
Hallman will return it to around the 50-yard line. If you're the Tigers, you need to run around a 2-minute. You need to run a 2-minute offense here. You need to move the ball quickly down the field. You have around 1:37 to take the ball around 30 yards or 40 yards. My bad. Finds Reese Kelly down the field. Under pressure there, Brooke Hallman finds a receiver down the field. Like we mentioned all night, that Hallman to Kelly connection has proved to be vital for the Tigers. Rylan, with 1:21, the Tigers look like they have a chance to put some more points up on the board right here before halftime. So, Riley, what should the Tigers look to do here with this last 1:21? We're going to take a live look into the Hewitt-Trussville-Prattville game. The Huskies leading at home 13-6 over the Prattville Lions. Another Elite Eight matchup on the other side of the bracket here. Just missing the throw there. To go over the playoff bracket right now is Auburn Opelika, Central Alma Bryant on the left side. On the right side, like you see here, is Hewitt-Trussville, Prattville. Hewitt-Trussville versus Prattville, and then Vestavia Hills versus Spade Park.
But yeah, anyways, Andrew, to answer your question from earlier, You know, once again, I think Brooke's going to have to utilize that connection she has with Reese Kelly and Catherine Lee. We've seen a lot of Reese Kelly recently. Maybe we could get a little bit Catherine Lee, but we'll see.
I agree, Riley. Hallman back to throw. Evades the pressure. Can't find a receiver, though. Bulldogs picking up a big stop there, like they've done all game. They brought pressure on Brooke there. Forced her into some uncomfortable throws. Big stop there for the Bulldogs. Bruce Kelly in motion for the Tigers. Coming back to throw. Almost picked off there by the Bulldogs defense. Looks like the pass was intended for Caitlin Brock there on the throw. Big third down play here for the Tigers. The throw. Intended for Caitlin Broad, but incomplete pass there. Bringing up a big fourth down play here. Your Tigers are needing around, your Lady Tigers are needing around 15 yards for a touchdown with 1:09 left here in the second quarter.
It's definitely doable, Andrew, but I think they got to they're letting that Opelika defense get into their heads, and they got to get them out of there if they want to score. See, Brooke Hallman throws.
Big play there for the Tigers to pick up a touchdown right before halftime. Bringing the score to now 13-6. Big catch there for Caitlin Brock. Ryland, the Tigers seem to be in trouble there on fourth down. Brooke Hallman, using her senior leadership, her senior experience, makes the play there. Finds the receiver down the field to extend the Tigers' lead to 7 here. Tigers in motion here. Finds Caitlin Brock in the slant to extend the lead. 14-6 for the Tigers. With 1:06 here in the second quarter, the Tigers on a 14-0 run here. Really seem to have settled down here in the second quarter. Ryland, what'd you see from the Tigers offense there?
Well, hey, I just said it. They got to get that Opelika defense out their head, and that's exactly what they did. They scored, and they executed that play very well, and I hope to see more of that in the next half.
A player we didn't highlight too much there in the first quarter and early in the second quarter. Caitlin Brock with that big play there. Another key player there for the Tigers. Incomplete pass there for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking a little frustrated. That Tigers defense, giving credit to them, has caused issues for the Bulldogs offense. Outside that first drive, they've had trouble moving the ball ever since. What have you seen from their defense?
I mean, Auburn's defense has been really, really, really good since that first drive, and I hope they continue that.
It's like Ashley Romans with a stop there for the Tigers. Bringing the Bulldogs to a third down on around the 28-yard line. Bulldogs looking to pick up 12 yards here with 38 and counting left in the second quarter. Bulldogs fake the handoff. Throw it down the field. Not quite finding a receiver there, bringing the Bulldogs to a 4th down.
Intended target number 21, Jaleel Hall.
That Tigers defense really settling in here in the second quarter. Bulldogs haven't scored, haven't been able to move the ball all second quarter. And if you're the Bulldogs, you need to find a way to make some adjustments in halftime to see if you can move the ball. But Opelika is about to punt right here. Reese Kelly will be down at around the 12-yard line. If you're the Tigers here, 8 seconds. You don't want to throw any interceptions, make any turnovers.
Story's punt.
You just want to find a way to take this lead into halftime.
Reese Kelly for no gain. First down, Tigers. Timeout, Opelika.
Bulldogs will call a timeout there. After a quick Opelika timeout, the Tigers offense returns to the field. And like I mentioned earlier, the Tigers really just need to take care of the ball here. Don't make any unnecessary mistakes, and just take this 8-point lead into halftime. Reese Kelly in motion. Jade Evans with a big run there for the Tigers. As the Tigers will take a 14-6 lead into halftime over the Opelika Bulldogs. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back after this halftime break. Welcome back to Duck Sanford Stadium here, folks. Your Lady Tigers leading 14-6 over Opelika in the Elite Eight of the flag football playoffs. If you're the Tigers, you're looking to continue the momentum. The Tigers came out a little flat-footed. Opelika seemed to bomb them deep around the second play of the game. Opelika took a lead 6-0 over the Tigers. However, Auburn has found a way to settle in. Go up 14-6 here. I believe Opelika started off with the ball first, so your Tigers should have the ball here, but we'll see here in a moment. This Tigers offense coming back on the field. Like I mentioned earlier, having a big second quarter there, seemed to settle in, find their footing, find Reese Kelly down the field. Caitlin Brock made a couple big plays there. The Tigers have settled in and have found a way to move the ball down the field. Kelly in motion there. Quick pitch there to Jade Evans. A little bit of trickery there. Reese Kelly was sitting the motion. You think the ball would go to Brooke Hallman, but not quite. It went to Jade Evans for around a 10-yard run there. Kelly in motion again for the Tigers. Brooke back to throw.
Incomplete pass to Caitlin Brock.
Just dropping it there. Bringing it second down for the Tigers. Two receivers to the right, one out left for the Tigers. Looking to pitch it to Jade Evans there, moving the ball a few more yards down the field.
Auburn's pass is complete to number 6, Jade Evans. Third down.
If you're the Tigers, this is a very important drive to get out of halftime, set your footing, and to find a way to extend this lead here. Hallman under pressure. Throwing into double coverage there. Big stop there for Opelika, bringing the Tigers to a
Intended target number 17, Marvin Hunt.
fourth down. The Tigers will have the punt here. Got to give credit to the Bulldogs defense there, though. They've found a way to stop that passing attack and pick up a big stop to open the second half. Big return there for the Bulldogs. Looks like they'll down her around the 50-yard line on that return. It's like Tierra Agee. Bulldogs offense will come out to the 50-yard line, needing 40 yards to drive down the field. I mentioned last drive for the Tigers it being important, even more important here for the Bulldogs. You have to find a way to close the lead, close the gap, and see if you can tie this game up. Quick throw there. Quick throw there for the Bulldogs, picking up a couple yards. Like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, each first down is 20 to the 20-yard, to the 20-yard line, to the 40-yard line, and then to the other 20. So the Bulldogs looking for around 7 yards here for the first down. Bulldogs find Tierra Agee there. Big stop there from Ashley Romans to bring it up third down for the Bulldogs.
Number 0, Ashley Romines. It's third down.
Bulldogs getting set. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 on the left. Quarterback to throw. Finds a receiver down the field to pick up the first down for the Bulldogs offense. Moving the ball down to around the 34-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Yeah, Andrew, I mean, we talked about before halftime that the Opelika offense, they've got to wake up. They've got to get down the field, and I think that's what they're doing here. Auburn's got to come back, defend the ball, make sure that doesn't happen.
I agree, Rylan. The Auburn High defense really shut down the Opelika attack after the first drive. So that would be a 4th down stop. It would be a turnover on downs. Big stop there for the Auburn High defense. If you're Opelika, you move the ball down the field. You seem like you were making progress. The Tigers just find a way to stop you again. You have to give credit to the Auburn High defense. They've shown up time and time again. Coleman to throw. Finds Marley Hunt there.
Coleman's pass is complete to number 17, Marley Hunt. 2nd down.
Big time throw there from Brooke Hallman, a senior leader on the team, like we mentioned before, led the Tigers to their the first state championship for this Lady Tigers program. They'll have to continue to rely on her leadership if they want to win this Elite 8 matchup. Brooke Hallman's throw incomplete there, intended for Marley Hunt, bring the Tigers to a 3rd down.
Number 17, Marley Hunt.
If you're the Bulldogs defense, you need to find a way to make a stop right here. You got to find a way to get the ball back. If you're Auburn, you should look to find Reese Kelly, Marley Hunt. Caitlin brought some of the receivers who have made a big impact in this game. Kelly in motion. Hallman evading pressure. Pass intended for Jade Evans, but she was not quite able to catch it there. Bringing up 4th down for the Tigers.
4th down.
Tigers will look to punt right here. Opelika to return from the 28. Tigers will stop them around the 32-yard line. 4:40 and counting here left in the 3rd quarter. Like we mentioned all game, the Auburn High defense has found a way time and time again to stop Opelika's offense. If you're the Bulldogs, how would you, Rylan, what would you do if you're the Opelika offense if you're trying to find a way to move the ball down the field?
You know, they got to kind of get, like they were on that last drive, got to get through those defenders. Here we go. Big play by Brooke Hallman here.
Big interception from Brooke Hallman there. She'll return it to the 25-yard line. Big interception there from the senior leader that we've highlighted all night long. Brooke Hallman making a big play. Returning it all the way to the 23-yard line. And if you're the Tigers offense, you find a quick break there with your quarterback making that big of a play on defense. You have the ball 13 yards away from extending this lead. If you're the Tigers, you need to find a way to punch it in here. Hallman back to throw. Pass intended for Marley Hunt, but not quite there. Bringing up second down for the Tigers. There's 2:54 here left in count in the third quarter. Hallman back to throw. Looking for Reese Kelly in the end zone. Not quite. Big stop there for the Opelika secondary. Looks like there's some chatter down there from the Opelika secondary. Big third down here for the Tigers. Hallman back to throw. Looking for Reese Kelly in the back of the end zone. Won't find her though. So it'll bring up fourth down. Tigers needing around 13 yards for a touchdown. The Tigers were in a similar position here in the second quarter. Around 15 yards on fourth down away from the end zone. They found a way to make a big play then. Let's see if Brooke Hallman can work her magic here and make a big play. Hallman back to throw. Scrambles to the left. Finds a receiver downfield for a big Auburn High touchdown to extend their lead 20-6. Looks like Marley Hunt there on the touchdown reception. Like we mentioned before, Brooke Hallman's found a way to make plays time and time again, and on a big fourth down, she makes a play where her team needs it most to extend the lead to 14 here for the Lady Tigers. Hallman back to throw. Looking for Reese Kelly there, but she's not going to find her. The Tigers will lead 20-6 over Opelika as we have 30 seconds and counting here left in the third quarter. And Ron, like we mentioned throughout the broadcast, Brooke Hallman has been a leader on this team since her sophomore year when they won the state championship. And she's made big play after big play with a crucial interception on defense and a big time throw there on fourth down to extend the lead for the Tigers 20-6. Lateral there for the Opelika offense, taking the ball down to the 40-yard line. That was a big play for their offense. As I mentioned earlier, this Opelika offense has drove the ball down the field, but they have not been able to punch it in for a touchdown ever since the second play of the game. So you have to give credit to the Auburn High defense. They've really settled after the first or second play. They've settled in and have played a big part as the Tigers take a 20-6 lead over Opelika to go into the fourth quarter. As we take a quick break here, let's take a live look into the Hewitt-Trussville-Prattville Elite 8 matchup. It's like Trussville leads over the Prattville lines 20-12 late in the third quarter. Like we mentioned, this matchup on the other side of the bracket. This is a Trussville team the Tigers played earlier in the season. Was a close game, I believe. First season opener for the Tigers as they lead 20-12 over the Prattville lines. Opelika back out on offense here. Two receivers to the left, two out to the right. Quarterback makes the throw for the Opelika, picking up around 10 yards there. Just open up the fourth quarter.
Number 12, Raylan Billingsley. Stopped by number 1, Catherine Lee. Second down.
Opelika back to throw, finds the receiver in the slant. Big stop there for the Tigers to bring up third down. If you're Opelika, it's getting late in the ball game. You're starting the fourth quarter. You need to find a way to get some points on the board. And if you're Opelika, you need to lean on what you did, what worked in the beginning of the game. Find some receivers down the field. See if you can catch the Tigers sleeping here, as we have 10:55 left in the ball game. Opelika about to throw. Quarterback scrambles to the left. She'll get stopped around the 48-yard line. There's a couple flags in the backfield from the rest. Let's see what the call is. Call will be against the Opelika Bulldogs, moving them back around 5 yards. And if you're Opelika, that's a pretty sizable penalty there. We're getting late in the ball game. You're down 14. You need to find a way to put up points, and a penalty is just not what you like to see there. Looks like there'll be
another penalty on Opelika. Pushing them way back.
Another penalty there for the Tigers. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct there on the Opelika Bulldogs. We've seen them chatting it up with the Auburn High receivers all night long. If you're Opelika, you need to stay disciplined, keep the emotions calm, and try to find a way to get back into this one. Opelika with some motion. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback escapes the pressure. Looks like there'll be a penalty on Brooke Hallman there. Riley Singletary almost with a big time sack there. She put pressure on the Opelika QB, forced her into an uncomfortable throw. However, it will be a penalty against Brooke Hallman, so the Bulldogs will move up 10 yards for a crucial third down play here. Opelika back to throw. Pass intended for Tierra Agee there on third down. Not quite completed though, so that'll bring up fourth down for Opelika. This is a big fourth down play for Opelika. You're down 14. We have 8:13 left and counting. You need to find a way to put up some points here. So they will need to pick up this first down. Looks like Opelika will load three receivers on the left side. Quarterback will look to throw. Incomplete there. So that'll be a turnover on downs for the Bulldogs. Giving the ball back to that Auburn High offense, led by Brooke Hallman, who has made play after play all night long. And if you're the Tigers, you're 29 yards away from the end zone. You should look to keep making explosive plays down the field. See if you can keep on extending the lead here with 7-17 and counting.
I mean, it is terrible, but it kind of sounds like
Brooke Hallman back for the Tigers. Marley Hunt in motion. Gets the pitch.
Oh, flag on that play.
Number
There'll be a
17, Marley Hunt around right in.
there'll be a flag against the Auburn High offense, moving the Tigers back 5 yards. Like false start there for the Tigers.
It seemed like they were going to play it. They were doing something pretty legally. Unless they can't throw it to the line. They can throw it to the line. That really doesn't seem like it's everybody seems confused.
Don't let up, let's go, Auburn! Let's go,
I mean, I guess that's the
Reese Kelly in motion. Snap to Jade Evans, pitches it out to Brooke Hallman, but she'll be stopped at the 44-yard line. Late in the ball game, Tigers trying to find. Late in the ball game, the Tigers digging deep into their playbook, finding some trickeries, trying to find a way to catch this Bulldogs defense lacking. Hallman back to throw. Finds Reese Kelly in the slant. Picks up a big play before she's brought down. Before she's down at the 35-yard line. Bring up third down for the Tigers. 5 minutes and counting here. Tigers lead 20-6 over the Opelika Bulldogs. Hallman back to throw, looking for Reese Kelly. The big stop there from number 4 on that Bulldogs defense.
Intended target was number 24, Reese Kelly. Fourth down.
Fourth down here. It'll be interesting to see what Hallman and the Tigers draw up. Hallman. Pass intended for A.K. Jackson. Big stop there for the Opelika defense, though. Giving the ball back to their offense as we're getting close to under 4 minutes here. Opelika down 14. They had to find a way to move the ball quick, put on some points here, try to close the lead. Two receivers out to the right for Opelika. Quarterback dumps it off to Tierra Agee. Stopped at around the 35-yard line. This Bulldogs offense hasn't been able to move the ball all night after the second play of the game. The Tigers defense has really settled in and really put a lot of pressure on Opelika's quarterback.
Yeah, I think Jade Evans and Catherine Lee, they've done a really, really, really great job at defending that ball and keeping Opelika from scoring. I think those are our key defenders tonight.
Opelika looking for a receiver deep. Picked off by Brooke Hallman at the 50-yard line. Brooke will take it. She's still going to the 30, 25 before she's brought down to the 23-yard line. A big interception there from Brooke Hallman. Yet another big play from Brooke tonight. This is her second interception on the game. Really has taken over the game, honestly. The whole second half, making big throws on offense and find a way to also make big plays on the other side of the ball. Tigers will take over here on the 23-yard line. .214 left in the ball game. Tigers with the ball, looking really strong to advance to the Final Four of the flag football playoffs. As we get under 2 minutes here, the clock will stop after each play, so we'll have 2 minutes left in the ball game. Marley Hunt in motion, gets the ball, runs it to the 20 before she's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Marley Hunt around left end. Stopped by number 9, Jamie Williams. Second down.
And if you're the Tigers here, Rylan, you're not trying to make any mistakes here. Just take care of the ball. You have 1:30 left. You take care of the ball. Don't make any unnecessary mistakes, and you're through to the Final Four. Reese Kelly in motion. Ball snapped to Jade Evans. She spins her way into the end zone for a Tigers touchdown to extend their lead 26-6 here over Opelika. Big play from Jade Evans there, spinning her way into the end zone.
Second touchdown of the night. She has been a beast this entire game tonight. She's done so well.
And since that's a mercy, since the Tigers took a 20-point lead, that will be the end of the ball game here, folks. Auburn picking up a big Elite 8 win over rivals Opelika, 26-6. The Tigers will advance to the Final Four. Have a safe drive home, folks, and have a great night. Go Tigers.